Hi everyone, it's Friday and I just got out of seeing The Dark Knight Rises a little while ago. I thought this movie was pretty good overall. I have some issues with it, and I'll sort through them, in a more concise way when after I see the movie a second time in IMAX, which will be on Monday. Pretty interesting, really nice climax. I like that a lot, a lot better than The Dark Knight climax as far as I'm concerned. There was a lot of complicated issues involving Bane's relationship with Ra's al Ghul in the League of Shadows, and this is explained by at least two different characters, each of whom have their own vocal quirks that make it kind of difficult for them to be understood at times. Also, Batman has a tendency to show up out of the clear blue sky and save the day in the nick of time, despite the fact that he would have no way of knowing that he needed to be there at that moment. It's a little bit much after a while, and there was a particular supporting character who I sort of figured out ahead of time would end up in a certain place, and I realized I was going to be right about that about an hour into the movie. At the end there's a joke about a character's name, which I thought was kind of unnecessary. And let's see what else. I liked Anne Hathaway. I liked her a lot. She had some really good moments, and there was a lot of stuff involving the Bat Pod and the aircraft that's called simply the Bat. That's all pretty good. This really was a lot more epic than I was expecting. It takes place over the course of like months, actually, and a huge chunk of that time. A huge chunk of that time is spent with Batman, Bruce Wayne, kind of out of commission, that bit is interesting, but it's also kind of a slog. At least this is my initial impression of the movie. I'm going to see it again a second time. I might end up liking it more now that I know what I'm getting into specifically. I'll be, excited to see the IMAX stuff, of course, on Monday, and in the days after that, I'll post another review with a little bit more detail, a little more in depth. I hope you'll tune in for that. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.